Oh, I'm feeling a lot. I'm feeling a lot. So that's why I wanted to come on. And I was called to do this live too. So I'm not going to do a picker card. I'm just going to do a free flow reading. We're going to see what energies come through. Because I mentioned in some of the previous, most recent readings that I've felt a lot of like shifts in the Twin Flame Collective. And this reading will resonate for you, even if you don't per se resonate with the Twin Flame journey, I guess I would say that. I don't even particularly care for the label anymore myself either, but the work of being a twin flame, healing ourselves, right? Doing all that inner work to bring this balance into ourselves and bringing that balance with our partner is the same steps that everyone has to take. We all have to take in order to expand our consciousness and ascend. So, whether you're here because you're on a twin flame journey, or whether you're here because you're in a soulmate relationship, or whether you're here because you just want to know what the energies are going on. All these shifts. We're in eclipse season, right? We're about to go towards the solstice. There's lots of stuff going on. So I think I'm going to start though. I'm just going to throw these dice, just see what zodiac signs want to pop out. I mean, take that however they resonate. I don't like to say that it should be in any placement or whatever, but I'm looking at Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, and Libra. So it could be you, could be your person. So what we're going to do in this reading, I am using quite a few different decks. So I've got my new deck, the Divine Lovers Oracle. And then I just looked at 144 as well on the clock. Twin Flame Ascension Oracle, which I'm still kind of working on, but the messages are still really great. And then we're going to be doing some emotions cards here. We're going to go into the first, because we are in the eclipse window right now. The first eclipse was on the 17th of September in Pisces. And then now we're moving into the October 2nd solar eclipse. The eclipses have been really, they're like a bookend to what eclipses happened this spring. So I don't know if you guys noticed a shift within yourself, because in the spring, the eclipses really catapulted us towards a path of transformation. And I think a lot of people felt unsure, maybe in areas where like you had a lot of clarity or like, a surety of like what was happening or how you should move forward. But then all of a sudden, bang, all of this unclarity came. There was a lot of changes, within our physical and energy body. But I feel like after these eclipses, the change that we've been creating within ourselves begins to be anchored. I think I'm going to do these to start. And so like now, we're starting to kind of roll those changes out on a material level. So yeah, see expansion, card 44. So yeah, so let's go into, like I'm feeling, an enlightenment. So very much expansion. Let's go into the shared energy, the union energy. So take the DMDS stuff, how I label that as I go, however it fits for you. Because remember that every single one of us has both masculine and feminine energies within, right? So, take this as, if you are a twin flame especially, take this as both what could resonate for you for your counterpart, but also remember that if you resonate as a feminine, then, and I'm saying your DM, that could just be speaking to your inner masculine, so take it how it resonates. That we will go back and forth, especially like I said in a twin flame connection. Yeah, the variance, see? So just kind of roll with that. But let's see what's in the shared connection energy, what's going to come through. And then we're going to go what's positive right now in unions, and then what's negative. Let's see what's coming through. Soulmating. So yeah, see, there's definite soul connections, like union energy here, big time. So let's see. See, I feel like a lot of the work that we've been doing since spring has been like preparation, preparing us to take some tentative steps out of our comfort zones. So a lot of you will be feeling to expand that expansions card, right? In a lot of ways, you'll be feeling called to expand your purpose. Yeah, your authentic truth. Speaking your truth and expanding your communication, not just with your twin, but with everyone, and your heart and relationships. And not just with your twin, but like all of the relationships are going through changes right now, which are, underlyingly linked with the abandonment wound that we've been healing collectively. We've been really deeply looking at our relationships, not just with our twin or soulmate or with one person, but like across the board. And what the divine is saying here really is we are ready, right? Like we're ready to take those tentative steps. It's really important that we're staying present. When we're present, we're in the now moment. So if we're not in the now, we're either in the past and we're thinking about all the things that happened to us in the past. And usually, we're thinking about that in some sort of negative way, right? The painful things, the things that have hurt us, what other people have done to us, or even our own failures, right? And that creates fear. And if we think too much into the future, we have to struggle with the unknown. Like, what the hell can happen, right? So let's see, shared energy. We start telling ourselves stories of like bad stuff that could happen to us. So much mirroring going on right now. I bet you we're going to see that come out in both separate cards when we split it too. So shared energy, I cut to mirroring, but let's just see an opening heart. And then so I want to finish that point. So like when we focus on the past, then we kind of project those fears into the possibility of it happening in the future, right? And our Ascension path is about getting rid of all those beliefs and patterns to free ourselves, and it frees us in a way to allow us to stay present in that moment. So we're not worried, we're not afraid, but we're comfortable in our own skin, being our authentic selves and taking the action steps we need to take. So in the union energy, and the shared energy is reunion, lots of balance, right? Coming back together, oneness, reconciliation, spending time together, divine marriage, returning home to love. We've been facing a lot of fears collectively, and Spirit's saying here, you're changing the patterns within you to move forward. It might not even seem like it because you might still be in a space where a lot of fears are really being triggered because that's what the astrological energies are doing right now. But until, that settles down, you really just have to keep taking tentative steps, plant those seeds. And there's gonna always be fear in that unknown, right? But just stay present. It helps you overcome, one more, the past, the limitations, so that regardless, you're ready to step forward. I'm hearing the word victim mentality. Shared energy. I feel like it's, there we go. So, definite separations energy still here. So I've got turtle and key insights. So, shared path, intuition, and awakening to love, heart guidance, slow and steady. So definitely, like some of you are feeling a lot like in the union energy right now, this is a necessary separation, right? Like union energies are here. So this time though is been to both awake both sides, right? To the connection, allow the intuition to come in, the guidance to come in. And you guys both each had to kind of be isolated, right? In order to allow that guidance, allow that clarity to come in, and not just isolated from each other, but from people in general, right? So that you could release karma. What is an issue with people, I feel like, though, is like inner child work. It's like what I feel like the collective is really needing, some inner child work. All this wounding from childhood and etc. That's where all this victim mentality comes hold. It's like all this shit that happened to us, and not even just as a child. It's past life stuff, and we don't even really acknowledge that until we're further down on our ascension path and we're conscious now of that stuff, right? It's not something that's happening in the now, but it's something that created a limitation to add to the energetic limitations in the now. So like other lifetime stuff, right? But this is overcoming obstacles right now in the present energy. Feeling free, right? The freedom to choose union, the freedom, knowing that you have the freedom to do whatever you want. So that's a really great energy to have within the union, right? Is that both partners, I feel like, are feeling like they know and are comfortable and confident that, this is a choice, whether they want to choose each other or not. I'm looking at home here, so coming home to you. So two things as you say home. So definitely, both of you are coming to the very strong realization if this is speaking to a connection, and if it's just speaking to your inner union within self, then you're very much feeling like you are your authentic self, if that's resonating. I definitely feel like collectively that is resonating more with the feminine energy. So let's just jump right into that. We'll do the splits because there's a little bit more that I want to get into with that. What did I write down? I wanted to do, we're going to go with the feminine first, I think. And we'll go, what's the feminine really focused on right now? And how is it shifting for them? And then how to transform might be kind of in as a blockage for you guys for the union, okay? So let me get rid of this. Take some tarot. So I'm hearing to discuss karmic relationships. I'm hearing make it work for the children, and we all, not we all, I guess, but some people, realize and know that this tumultuous relationship is really going to create a lot of turmoil, right, for your children. And so that resonates somebody with strongly. That's not something that you guys want to be demonstrating to your children either, right? So like make sure that you are doing you, releasing blocks, whether that be, you know, long-term partners, family members, you know, stuff like that. Spirit really wants me to reiterate before I move on past here this freedom connection. It's like you guys are feeling now actually free, whereas before you might have felt more held down by this home situation, by whatever it is that might be a very close to home karmic block for you against your union and against like the inner and exterior union, because union with your counterpart, if that's, you know, that's this what this reading's for you, it doesn't happen unless there's union with self, right? To a certain degree. I don't want to just tell everybody that they have to reach full Buddha before they get their counterpart. That's not how it works either, right? But it's just becoming balanced, which is what I see is really much here. You know, these ideal conditions to make everything work out, not just like between the two people, but with the families and with their children. And that's what's supposed to happen. That's the purpose of these divine connections, right? So let's look at the feminine energy. So do I want this? No, I want to go with the Ascension Oracle first. So what is the feminine energy, divine feminine? Again, take that out. Resonates within you, within your partner, whatever. What are you focused on? Or what should you be focused on? I'm only going to take the top two. All right. So yeah, somebody here definitely has a false twin flame in their midst. Because I'm reading for the feminine, I definitely feel like the feminine energies, and you know what? This is something that I've actually been channeling collectively for like a couple of weeks. And myself too, I'm part of this collective, so I'm speaking to myself as well. We've definitely been really finalizing our completion of the false twin flame cycles. You know, some of us didn't even realize that we were on our false twin flame journeys until like very recently. You know, some people kind of just were really confused the whole time. And I will just give this piece of guidance Spirit's saying too as we're here. If you're not sure who your counterpart is, if you feel like you have one, right, and you're still just like, I don't know if this is my person, maybe this is a karmic, especially if you have a false twin flame around you that could be effing up your stuff, trying to manifest you, playing on your energy, pulling on your energy, and that will definitely be screwing stuff, because yeah, this magnetic expansive energy is here. So the divine feminine is very much attracting a lot of energies right now, very, very much, including the masculine. And that is typically what happens as you shed, right? The false beliefs, the stuff that's holding you back, the false paths. Is the more you align with your authentic truth, with your authentic path, the more you magnetize, quite literally, magnetize your divine masculine into you from your heart. Literally just calls that fucker in. But so that's what's going on here, right? Is that it's like, because you're becoming sure, yeah, clearing energy blocks, activating higher chakras. I'm actually in the middle of channeling and finalizing creation of a freaking chakra twin flame or divine love meditation. It's going to be pretty powerful, so check back for that soon, guys. But yeah, divine feminines are really going through a lot of, they want me to really reiterate like energetic shifts, like growth shifts. And so continuously stay grounded, divine feminine energies. And again, if we're talking to the divine feminine within the masculines that are on this, then there's a lot of shift within you too. And same thing, like you may have a false feminine twin around you, then that's, you know, you're 2.22 here, you're coming to the realization of who your true match is as well, which is a really intense change for you, I feel like, as the masculine collectives, because this whole thing, like the feminine's awakening first, right? We kind of get earlier access to a lot of the, you know, twin flame guidance, even though majority of it's freaking bullshit and not right anyways. But that's typically how it rolls, because the divine feminines are the ones that are more intuitive, more curious. They're typically start out as the chasers, right? And so they are seeking, they need to understand, Whereas the masculine energies are more like, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks, right? And so there's not a lot of discovery that really gets to happen very early on in the journey. And so when you just know, you know, the guides want me to say, because that's like legit how it is. Like things can just switch, just like with beliefs, right? Like just doesn't matter if you believe something every single freaking minute of your life until this very second. If you hear something that's your truth, that's your new truth. And it's your job to accept that and allow that to be your new truth, and then embody that, right? Like it's, the divine's not going to do it for you. You know, once you get there, it's like, it's your job to kind of realize like, yeah, you know what? No, this is what I want to be. You know, this is me. This is what feels right, you know? So yeah, I'm hearing like, where do you hide things from yourself? So let's go in here. Feminines though. Yeah, no, I'm talking to the feminine strongly. Like, where are you hiding things from yourself? Like, even though collectively a lot of people are wearing masks, right? Definitely twin flame. Somebody wants confirmation though. Your twin flame is there. And yeah, very much feeling drawn to you. So you're definitely two magnetic things. You're definitely very magnetic, divine feminine, and you for sure got your twin flame. If you're watching this as a divine feminine energy, you're calling your twin in, or they're already in your energy for sure. If you're here and you feel like this has resonated, I know I haven't gotten too much into it, but this to come out like this is pretty strong. Seeking reassurance is here, right? So yeah, definitely wanting to know the future. I definitely feel like one of you or the other is very scared of losing the other one. So take that how it resonates very much. Wanting to feel more secure and trying to understand you. That's what I hear. So, you know, divine feminines, be really strong. There's reunion again. Stand strong in this energy that you have, right? Like you are in this irresistible kind of state and you are the generator, right? You are the generator of the pair. So you are like, well, sorry, like wrong terminology, but it's true. Like you, the creative energy sparks within the feminine, and then it's the job of the masculine to put the action and the steps behind that to support the creative expansion of whatever it is that the two are trying to create, energetic basis of speaking, right? So stay really grounded. That's, yeah, feminine, stay really grounded because you are getting so much higher knowledge. Ooh, look at this card right here. Just hold up. Higher knowledge coming in. It's really important that you stay grounded because you're becoming, you know, you're the bridge right now, and there's the bridge energies. Bridge energies are here from the higher dimensions, and that's what leads you to authentic self town. You know, it's like that leads you to your sovereignty. So stay really grounded. Hold strong. I'm hearing hold freaking strong feminine energy right now because we'll get into it because I know the masculine's going to say this in the cards, but masculines are going through karmic purges as well. So both are mirror reflections. See, we already saw that once, and here it is. Karmic purge, mirror reflection. I never felt love like this before. That was the card that was in this thumbnail because that's what I picked. Like, not by choice, but just like that's what came out, right, when I went to go make the thumbnail. That's what I mean with this false twin flame. I feel like it's both collectives still I'm feeling this for, but divine feminine, you are calling in your true twin. And if this is resonating for the masculine half, even though I was specifically going in the feminines, then feminine, know that your masculine is purging whatever karmics and false twin energies, false soulmate, you know, whatever, take that however it resonates, labels, whatever. It's happening though right now, like, because you guys are reflecting each other, right? You need to always remember that. Like, that's one of those things that Spirit says to use, that once you learn something and if it feels true, you know, just know it. You and your twin mirror each other. You're neither the same nor are you opposite. You guys are complementary opposites, right? So it's like a symbiosis type of thing. And so when you are standing in your truth, right? Clearing these blocks, knowing what's going on, standing in strong in your magnetic energy, you allow your twin to do the same. Now, obviously, speaking both from personal experience and just because this is what I do, you know, you guys have to allow each other to have that freedom though, as you both figure out your own stuff, right? And so with the freedom coming out in the union energy, it says that you both are pretty much doing that. So continue to do that, you know, keep just holding space, allow yourself to purge as much karma as you can, right? The more work that feminine energy does, the more the masculine does get brought along. It's just inevitable. It's energy. It's just what happens. Especially, yeah, okay. Healing any relationship, like a twin flame relationship, but you know, any relationship, you have to have the necessary boundaries, but you have to heal wounds, right? And you have to have this openness. So it's a fine balance between boundaries and true intimacy. And to do that, it takes a really mature person. And so the energy that's here is like a portal. And with that mirror reflection, where did I just put that? What's over here? For now, I'm hearing for the masculine energy right now, there's a multidimensional activation. So again, take that with it or without. And this has to do with an alternate timeline or reconnecting to the soul. Yeah, no, for sure. And the true self. Yeah. So, okay, thank you, Spirit. True self. Yeah. So it's time to forgive and healing abandonment wounds, both within feminine and the masculine. Okay. Sorry, I'm just channeling a little bit more to me because we're going through strong portal energy. They're saying There's something about the masculine energy seeing the truth of who they are. Yeah, through the mirror connection. Okay, through the connection to the feminine. So for twins, this is definitely like your counterpart. So their energy is activating you. So going back to the feminines, I'm hearing like somebody sad or angry in spirit saying, beware of your energetic frequency, because you guys are matching each other. So you have to stay in a higher frequency, divine feminine, in order to support your divine counterpart while they go through their intense change, which is there. You know, and like I said, when you look at this, you have to look at both energies from both sides. Yeah, the masculine and the feminine both have to make peace internally within each other to work together. So like one of the biggest blocks is the things that happened in the past have been so hurtful, and so the masculine energy basically builds walls around the feminine in order to protect the feminine. So like this energy of true love is like feeling bad. So they're feeling around true love is like feeling bad about not always like being there maybe when the divine feminine might have needed the divine masculine. So like if it's within, it's like when you got hurt, you know, say when your inner child was wounded, and maybe it's because you didn't set appropriate boundaries or something, right? Like maybe you of course didn't know that at whatever age that was, right? But again, it's all energy and doesn't understand energy in a logical way. So like I didn't protect you, the inner child, I didn't protect myself then, so I better build stronger walls now. The problem is, right, those walls keep everything out, feminine energy. And they don't just keep out the bad behavior, right? They keep out the love as well. And so there has to be this balance. How the feminine's feeling, how you feeling, feminines. But you know what? You have to get to this place of faith where you can really understand and know that the higher realms are protecting you guys. You don't need to worry about anything. Feminines, stay in love. Stay in that infatuated, silly, goofy, high vibrational, everybody thinks you're crazy love. You know what's true, right? You have stepped into your authentic truth as the divine feminine energy. That's already happened for you, right? And so you continue to be that. Be the love that you feel within your heart. See, oh, silly, I didn't even say that before. Yeah, be you. You know what I mean? The only way that your DM can be his authentic self is when you let your freak flag fly. Like you can't ever expect your partner to do what you can't do. Yeah, see, yeah, I know. So I'm definitely feeling people are definitely still angry in the divine feminine collective. I mean, it could go both, but I'm for sure. So that's why this is here. That like lighten the fuck up. You know, I'm not trying to be hypocritical, because trust me, I've had dark moments on this path, mostly in the past. That's true, but you know, you grow, right? Of course, and so it's like if you're someone that's really trapped right now, really frustrated, and you know the rest of this positive stuff hasn't been resonating with you. Maybe you're too stuck in the past. I'm reading a second energy now, so I'm just picking up on a new energy a little bit, but. Whether or not that was resonating, yeah, see, angry and nervous still. You need to just understand that it's safe for you. Like this person's in your life for the reason, right? Your hearts are connected, you know, feeling that connection and just coming to the realization that there's a reason for the connection. You know, they're running from it for their own reasons. They fear intimacy or whatever for whatever reasons, and expressing feelings for their own reasons. But if you are harboring these negative emotions right now, especially for those divine feminines that are following people that say, leave your DM to fucking die because he's a narcissist. I mean, collectively, we are literally purging narcissism through twin flame unions. So majority of us incarnated into family dynamics or chose relationships throughout our lifetimes that embodied narcissistic traits or personality disorder or some varying degree on that spectrum, blah, 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 labels again. But because it's a lack of love, and twin flames are here to embody love. So if you are embodying anything less than love, that's your work, divine feminine too, okay? So like, remember too how powerful you are right now. Your thoughts are super magnetic. You're attracting a lot of things into you. Make sure they're positive things. Lighten up. Enjoy your life. Do whatever makes you happy. Like whatever that is. You know, it doesn't have to do anything with your divine masculine. So yeah, if you've got a lot of anxious energy, get grounded. You're getting a lot of energy coming in, and not just like, I am feeling a crown chakra activations and ascension energy, obviously, but like your physical body is literally going through an evolution as well, you know? And so just stay really grounded. If you don't do chakra work, for sure, start doing chakra work. Everything's intention based. It's super easy, but just, yeah, lighten up. if you've been holding emotions back, let them out though. Like I don't want to say shut everything in, so that's what they're just reminding me to say, like don't like shut it out. We don't want to suppress anything, you know what I mean? But get to the root of that, and we got to feel it to heal it, right? It's a silly thing, but that's legit. Like you can't process something, accept it, move on, and get, you know, and just literally leave it in the past where it belonged in the first place until you acknowledge why you're still carrying it around in the first place. And a lot of times that's really difficult for both feminine and masculines in any, you know, situation to give that care to yourself, because like we're not really shown that by many people. And I like, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of you probably have very loving, you know, family individuals, people in your life. Like don't, you know, people are great still, but the majority of people, you know, haven't really been given societally like a lot of care. And so, you know, it's really hard to really believe, you know, that something like this could actually freaking exist, for what I'm hearing, right? And that's why with that card that I chose in the message cards, that's what I'm gonna grab now, is I never actually felt love like this. And that's something that I'm feeling from both sides. That's why I chose that card. Like, it is something that's really hard to get over, but like, are you gonna let that be a block? You know what I mean? Like, so just feel what you gotta feel. If you gotta scream, if you gotta cry, I'm hearing, like, do that. You know, do whatever you gotta do to release that repressed, bent up energy in whatever way possible. But don't hang on to that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to feel it to heal it, and then let that shit go. Like, let it go. The only person suffering from that poison you're holding on to is you, you know? Like, holy, you just have to definitely let it go. All right, so feminines, these cards, I'm going to just straight up be honest. They're for both sides. I do feel like I haven't, because as I was going through them today, they're supposed to be unisex as I made all of them, but I feel like they're strongly more masculine oriented messages. So take that however that resonates. It is a little disclaimer. But yeah, so how is the Divine Feminine? What is the Divine Feminine really feeling? What would she, if she could, if she's not, if you guys aren't in communication, you know, what would you want to communicate to your masculine? If this is, you know, for your internal journey, what is your inner Divine Feminine trying to tell you? What do you need to know? What message is there for you from the heart of the Divine Feminine? No one in my life even gets me. It's time for me to heal now, and I'm becoming a better person. I'm gonna get a couple more for you. I just wanted to show you these. So yeah, because I am feeling very two distinct Divine Feminine energies. Like, I mean, there's more than you that'll watch this in the time that it's created, but like, there's two very distinct sets of feminine energies here. So the angry ones I'm going to talk to you first. So whoever's really super angry still, you know that you're on a path of healing, right? You know that you're on your path to your authentic self. So just really, you have to be able to at least get to a level of acceptance and compassion for both yourself and your masculine, that you guys are going through a healing journey. You know, it's you're becoming your best self, your happiest, truest expression of self on every level. It's like hitting the jackpot in all levels. But yeah, it comes with some growing pains, right? Like, we really have to shed. We have to shed and do that healing. We'll never have union. You know, there's a lot of people that, well, everybody talks shit about twin flame unions, and I honestly don't think like almost anybody has expressed it completely right yet. And I'm like, obviously, even my knowledge and understanding is growing as I do, but like, even now as I say this, they're like, oh no, get that shit out, because they've been wanting me to say this for a while. Bang, 111 on there, cool. Twin flames, the only reason twins don't get into union, because their purpose, if you actually, and because, you know, the collective was soul shocked with knowledge of twin flames by the dark agenda trying to frickin' taint the pool and make twin flames look like shit, so that they could keep the love down in the universe. It didn't frickin' work though. Anyways, the true purpose, if you've met your twin in the physical already, like, if you authentically, organically, the universe has shifted the fucking stars and the moons and everything, and you've met your true twin flame in this lifetime, you're supposed to be with them in this lifetime. People that say that twins aren't supposed to be, or twins are platonic, that's not fucking true at all. You cannot serve your purpose unless you are, for one, having sex with your twin flame, and two, both with open heart chakras and aligned with self. And so that's why there's you know, very little true unions that are actually out there, because one or the other gets hung up on some sort of block and isn't willing to do the fucking work. And that's just as simple as it is. It's like, yeah, you get this divine love, but like, not if you can't handle it. Not if you can't step into that leadership role, you know, they really want me to say. But so that's, you know, divine feminine, remember, you have to lead the way. And you do that by just being you. I'm not going to say if you still feel called to reach out to your masculine, because like even me, I'm still way too pathetic sometimes when we're in our periods of separation, but just because I just love them so much. And so then I sit with that sometimes and they're like, no, follow your heart is fine. And it's not like I'm like, hey, be with me right now. You know, it's not that at all. It's just like, we are telepathic. Sometimes I want to say certain things and I feel guided to say it. If that you feel like that, I feel like you should be following your heart. You can't fool your twin flame, you know what I mean? And that's the one thing that makes these relationships overwhelming, right? Like, what the fuck? What do they know about me? How are they seeing this? What do they see in me? Or like, not like see, but like mirror, you know, seeing inside of you. Yeah, like, but no one in my life even gets me, because only your twin gets you, really, especially on this journey. So the divine feminine is really saying, and this is both sides of which feminine energy that's reading, that they just feel so, I don't know. And it's not even like a lonely energy that I'm like, yeah, see, we are more alike than I admit on the bottom. So, you know, like the divine feminines, I feel like then are really realizing, like, maybe even you saw negative, yeah, they're saying like you saw some negative stuff that you used to be like maybe not so keen on, you know, with your divine masculine, but that is exactly what we do as mirrors, right? We trigger and then demonstrate to each other both the positive and negative traits within our own selves to bring them to the light of awareness for the healing and the see you later, bye, get over it kind of thing. So as we move through our ascension, right, this reality, get ready to hear the truth, boom. So as we move through these energies, right, like a lot of stuff comes up in regard to like pulling, they're showing me a curtain being pulled back, you know? So it's like not like pulling the curtain back on ourselves, but there's a lot of things happening in the world that we really need to bring to light. So getting ready to hear the truth. Yeah, so maybe a lot of you divine feminines haven't spoken your authentic truth. I feel like that's great that you're stepping into this energy to be able to express your full truth, because we can't see truth if we're not being in our truth. We can't be in denial in anything and then expect truth back, right? And so, okay, anything else from the feminine? Or maybe I still will grab these ones, yeah. Anything else from the feminine before we move over? I was feeling, yeah, see a denial again. So maybe a lot of you, or not a lot, but like somebody on this divine feminine resonating as the feminine, this is a really big confirmation reading for you. Be the true yourself in order to reflect that back. In order to mirror truth out, you have to give it, you know, you have to send it out first to get it back. Yeah, no, I do feel like there's one. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, see, the divine feminine is saying to the divine masculine, holding your body close to mine is like peace and calm to me. And I have sometimes, I just don't believe you want me. So yeah, there's still some insecurity, right, that the divine feminines are purging. But for sure, strong message of divine feminines are saying to the divine masculines, you are peace to me. Everyone else sucks. Okay. Do I want anything else for the feminines? No, I'm going to move on, they say, for now. It's like I've just been channeling, I feel like, this whole time, but that's part of this fucking reading. That's what I do, is what I do. Okay, let's see. Ooh, masculines. I was feeling a lot of masculine energy. Yeah, they're so leaving the I need 17 options energy behind. I'm feeling masculines, which is great. Yeah, see, right underneath. Fucking I love this shit. So first we have leaving the confusion behind. No longer feeling like I need all those options and confusion in my life. Why? Because I want true partnership. I want union. So maybe a lot of the masculines here definitely are feeling like finally, like, you know what? Even if I feel like you're not really ready or know how, you know that that's your truth too. Yeah, see, Three of Swords in reverse. Lots of healing has happened already within you, masculines, as well. So acknowledge that, right? Don't deny that. Don't deny what is going on. Don't deny what is being reflected to you from the world, from your twin. Tower, yeah, see, there's a lot of shakeup here, and I feel like a lot of divine masculines are having divine shakeups because they're with karmic partners. There's karmic contracts that are being divinely released, I'm hearing. Creating limitations, maybe with your family, maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's something with your children. Getting to be what's behind the curtain is the key to whatever this karmic contract is for you. Yeah, see, rebirth, Scorpio energy again. You got to get to the hidden motivations. Why are you acting this way with them? You know, there's relationships definitely that you've been giving your power away at. Yeah, masculine, you really have to, if you're unhappy, why are you staying there? You know what I mean? Like, you know that there's, you know, this sense of illusions being going on around you. You know, you feel like you're bogged down in some sort of like toxic environment. I mean, you know, it could be a karmic relationship. It doesn't have to be another romantic relationship for you, masculine. It could just be karmic contract in the form of habits, you know, addictions. There's lots of things that are karmic contracts in these lives that we're meant to overcome and release in order to step into our true selves. But I am really feeling like with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse that I'm seeing here, it's a lot of people around you in your community, even families, right, that are just draining your energy, unfortunately, and really taking away from your energetic wealth, sovereignty, as well as your finances. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm hearing you're stuck. For sure, your money is blocked. So this is a block for you. So if you have a financial block, that's what it is. You got to release these people. And even if you felt, like I said, tied to people, that's just because they're draining you and they're manipulating you with their narcissism and to make you feel that way, keep you stuck there. So they want to keep drawing on your shit, especially if you're resonating as a twin flame divine masculine. You are a fucking powerhouse. You are like a fucking super battery, especially if your divine feminine's going through this magnetic shit. You are just like, they just want to suck you dry, like literally. So like, you got to look out for you, or this is going to block you in the physical. This is not an ethereal, I mean, which is happening too, obviously. Psychic attacks are going like mad, especially for the twin flames. Don't be scared. I want to say, don't ever think that be scared when you hear that. Just remember to say something like, that shit ain't got no power over me. Okay, thanks, bye. You know, it's that simple. But you've been really being drained, you know, there's lots of karmic energies I'm feeling in the Divine Feminine Collective. And there's this call right now to freedom. This second eclipse, the solar eclipse in Libra, Libra's about relationships. And this is going to be like the compendium to the earlier eclipses in the spring, like I was talking about earlier. So think about, what have relationships been showing you, masculine, over the last like 6 months even? Whether it's a marriage that you're in, or your friends, or, you know, a lot of things have been reflected back to you through relationships, showing you people's hidden motivations. So like, if you yourself are in a toxic relationship, what's the hidden motivation for you? You know, remember, we are gods and goddesses, essentially. Like, when you step into your true authentic self, into your sovereignty, and your higher self is leading the way, your higher self is not going to let this shit continue. Trust me, you are going to be fucking picked right up, boom, because they're no longer on your vibration. It's not even in your conscious control. They will just fall away. People that are not on your vibration, they cannot move forward with you. This first eclipse that we happened on September 17th in Pisces, that was an energy that really started to show you masculine hidden motivations. Pisces represents hidden subconscious mind. I was looking at the moon, where'd it go? Yeah, so this eclipse really, I feel like, started to show you things about your relationships, about how you feel about your about relationships, or how relationships are limiting you, or how your ideas, programming, and beliefs around relationships were creating, you know, blocks for you. Yeah, and I feel like you know that you're very deserving, right? With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then especially with this 2 of Cups coming out, like, when we start to accept, even just on a small level, who we are, we start to accept our worthiness. And we know that if we got brought this divine love and you got to that level of acceptance, you're obviously special, right? And so you're starting to feel worthy. And you should absolutely feel worthy. And you should know that spirit is absolutely guiding you. Oh yeah, they're definitely telling you too, masculines, that it's time for action. Your twin is what you deserve, I hear, because you deserve true love. You deserve happiness, as well as freedom, though. Passion, freedom, love. You deserve your fairy tale, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, aren't you ready to move on? And so, you know, I need to, yeah, I'm just hearing, I'm creating a plan to leave him or her. So let's get some, I was going to go with those first, but I might get messages from the masculine first and then we'll go into that because that's what I'm feeling called to do. Okay. All right, masculines, what are you trying to tell me? Yep, see, I knew the shit was just going to come flying out. Ooh, get ready to hear the truth. And we got that for the feminines, but you guys saw that happen, right? So, yeah, masculines, that's great. Powerhouses of truth, which is going to change your life, masculine. Stepping into your speaking your truth, you have no idea what that unlocks for you. Speaking your truth, both to the karmic I'm hearing, whatever that might be, or about your karmic attachment, you know, if it's not a person, and to your counterpart is going to shift things. So more masculine to the feminine, please. I hear like, yeah, no, lots of stuff about your purpose. So there may be even calls for like, I don't even want to say job change. I feel you even though we were apart, still feeling feminine energy, and we will be together again. Yeah, see though, so a lot of the masculines here, like, you know that now that you've kind of come to this realization, even if you're just like doing that right now, perhaps, you know, see, twin flames again, and I forgot that I even wrote that in this deck. That was so many years ago. So for sure, somebody came here for confirmation. You got it today, baby. You got it today, for sure. And it came out both on the feminine side and the masculine side. So there you go. But yeah, we will be together again, right? So that means that you are getting ready to take that action that I was feeling there. Yeah, you came closer than anyone. So again, same energy as I was feeling as I really first tapped into this reading, where I hope that card comes out. That I've never felt love like this before. And so, you know, even if you might be beating yourselves up. I'm feeling a lot of energy too of some masculine energies, like kicking themselves, like, oh my God, I was stupid. And I know like that's actually hard, I feel like, for a lot of you, especially, you know, purging some egotistic, narcissistic traits, which happens as the divine masculines and feminines. You know, we're all a little self-absorbed, like a tiny bit. You know, we all think we're pretty great as we go on, like, but we're all purging deep insecurities as we do that, right? But then as we step into that, you know, we do appear a little bit egotistic even in our sovereignty because we're so fucking damn sure that we are so great. Like, so like let them all judge, whatever, right? But yeah, no, I'm really feeling like I want to feel that way again. Yeah, so like this one says, sorry, I'm gonna get back and just show you guys. This one says you came closer than anyone. Meaning, even though you guys didn't get it right then, you weren't supposed to. You know, with that cards that came up for the feminine, I feel like I just want to share them for the masculine energy as well, right? Like this is a healing journey. You guys have to trigger each other and you both do things in your own ways. And it really does call for a lot of isolation for both parties. And that isn't something that is really good with the feminines, you know, especially in the energies that we're being sent, because like we feel everything on such a strong level from the soul. It's like the 3D masculines could be saying one thing and like we don't fucking hear that at all because we're so tuned into the soul. Like we just hear the actual truth from the soul. So then when the words come out of the mouth and they don't align, it's such a freaking mind fuck, you know? Like we're like, what? Like, you liar. And so I know I'm hearing the masculines say like, you know, they almost did it, but that was divine protection that you guys didn't. So don't beat yourselves up, masculine, if you feel like you were supposed to act in the past and you didn't, because yeah, you were meant to hold on to the way that you felt there. So the next card, or one of the next cards out, says, I want to feel that way again. So like nobody makes you feel the way that your divine feminine makes you feel, and that's for a reason. Divine counterparts, the reason that, like, so the story behind them, a little bit of an energetic history for people that don't know all the things. Twin flames are previously ascended. So all true twin flames incarnated here on Earth are ascended masters. All of us. The whole 144,000, which is an actual true number. It does not vary. It's very scientific and mathematical and it's for a very big purpose. It's a grid. Anyways, every single one of the true twins on this planet right now is an ascended master soul, meaning their soul has gone through previous levels of ascension. And twin flame souls, the reason they actually energetically get created is a singularity ascends to such an extent that the vibrational frequency is literally so high, it splits into two opposite polarities. High vibrational beings of frickin' source, creator, love, and light. And on a planet, oh, Sanat Kumar is really mad at me. I haven't shared the actual history. I'm going to share that pretty quick for you guys because I'm getting more twins on here and stuff. But that was the whole purpose as why we volunteered. We were volunteers, so that's why everybody's led to service. And if you're not, that's why masculines, I'm feeling like you're called to. Like I kind of touched on it, and then I got channeled on a different tangent, but that's because I had to circle back around to it right now. Purpose. If you're feeling unfulfilled and stuck with the finances and in your job, like I'm hearing a lot of you have really great jobs, even jobs that once made you all the happy. That's changing now though, because you're changing and you are a leader, right? Like you're the divine masculine. You guys are the kings and the queens of the new earth. And I mean, I feel like I'm building up a lot of the ego in this collective, but it's like, no, like even God and the divine, like they're all like, no, like you got to remember it, because like with great power, the saying, comes great responsibility. But yeah, exactly, that's it. So like you are this, and as you step into that, like you will start to see the energetic gifts that come along with being your true self. And the first is just, you feel so good all the time. You are so happy. You have this freaking divine love. You feel support. You know, like that you are just creating, you know, infinite amounts of whatever the fuck you guys want to create. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's such a great thing. But yeah, you have to be able to embody those traits though. Like, look at what happened to this world, right? We have freaking shit leadership in every country, in every corner of the world, from every walk of life. People have just manipulated, right? And they took advantage of stuff. So like, if one thing we've definitely learned as a society, it's that we don't want selfish, sexist on either side, biased, you know, low vibrational people leading us. So that is exactly why us twins, we're here to step into our divinity. That's our fucking jobs. Like, it's actually your job. So your soul's not going to stop ever now, especially like, I am talking to a lot of true twins on here, so I'm just going to keep saying, because I was at the beginning of this, I was going to try and really keep it like general, like not just twins, but like take it how it resonates. If you don't resonate on twin flame journey, it could just be soulmate connection, but whatever. No, there's like so many twins that are watching this. Like if hold on, I'm sorry, they're just channeling something to me. Yeah, no, you're like purpose, and that's why, like, so the divine feminines awaken, they know, and they say mission, right? You hear a lot of us talk about our missions, our passions, our purpose, and whatever, and that's not something that really, I mean, it does for some masculines, of course. Like a lot of masculines are like, oh no, like I'm really set towards purpose. But for a lot of the unawakened, as you start to awaken in the masculines, you know what I mean? Like you do feel the call. It's just you guys are a little less, well, usually, you know, familiar with paying attention to what is your soul, right? What is that intuitive guidance versus your stupid logical mind that's really just effing you up most of the time. It's really hard, like it really is. And until you start to align more with self and get real with you and start to do that shadow work, that inner healing work, masculines and stuff, and just like facing your shit, because like everybody gets hurt. And I know in our society, right, we were called to really, especially masculines, were not allowed to really be emotional and admit openly that like shit really fucked them up, right? And that maybe it's still holding you back. But yeah, you're very much remembering, you know, I'm feeling like not just even like physical moments, and there are like you're going over a lot of stuff with your feminine, but like this card says I remember every detail of that day, so maybe that does resonate more specifically for somebody. But at the same time, I'm just really feeling a general energy more of like the way that you felt. So the way that your feminine felt is something that's the reason that you haven't been able to shake that feeling or whatever, right? Is for a purpose too, because like she's your purpose, or your feminine is your purpose, you know what I mean? And so it's like the reason that you've held on to things, yeah, see, and you want to tell you are or will or want to tell your counterpart that you feel this, you felt it since whatever it is you felt it. So that's energies here from masculine to the feminine. But yeah, see, I was feeling this too earlier. I don't know what to say or do. So you want to say things, you just maybe not be so sure how to. But with the first card flying out, speaking truth again, masculines, if you're watching this and you're like, you're still not sure, just speak your truth. In most cases, your feminines have already showed you that they're not going to run from your shadow. They've most likely showed you all of theirs by now. That's the whole point too, right? It's like that. And I like it because I used to journal this as a child in my little notebooks when I was like all love googly and still never even knew what love was. if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, and all those things. But like, that's true, and that's exactly part of this. Like, the divine feminine purges all her shit pretty much at the masculine, which is a purpose in itself, to drive that masculine away for a bit while they can both figure their shit out, right? But that's exactly it. So like, even if you weren't in much contact with yours then, you know what I mean? Like, you've still purged, you know, so much as the feminine. And so the masculines, I feel like, yeah, like it goes a little bit differently, and you denied your feelings for a long time. Yeah, see, I pretend that I don't care. You denied your feelings for a lot longer. And so now that your feminines like purged all the shit at you, and you know you still want to be with them now, right? Like, you already know you still want to be with that crazy bitch. So it's time to just be your authentic self. What do you have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, you have everything to gain about stepping into your power, which is your truth. If you're not living your truth, you're giving your power away, right? And again, I want to go back to that past, present, future thing. If you're living in the past and not being in the present, you're thinking about the painful things what other people have done to you, or even your own failures, right? And that creates fear. We think into the future. Again, the unknown, right? And so stop doing that. They're saying literally just be here now. Yeah, see, busy myself to forget you. Like, don't, you're not going to push this away. You're feeling it here, you know what I mean? And you know, and you want to speak. So just speak. I'm hearing. Just do it. Like, just say all those things. I'm going to grab the other one just to see if there's any more in here, and then I'm going to move on to the actual Ascension deck for the masculines before I just talk around in circles for hours, even though I feel like this, 555, okay, 55, I just saw it, 555, so much change, masculines, and it's time to change. Sometimes I just don't believe you want me. Get rid of that insecurity, believe it, and I promise you, this conversation, for sure there's going to be a conversation that's going to happen, there's going to be a conversation. I am going to love you as much as I can forever, baby. See? Just tell them how you feel. There you go. That's, masculines want to say that. I'm gonna love you forever, baby. Like, it's, you know, just tell them how you feel. Holy shit, I love you guys so much. Okay, this card reads, right this very second, I'm trying to find the right words to tell you I love you. I mean, not that I don't know I'm a fucking divine psychic channel, but like, thank you, Spirit. So just tell her how you feel. And then if you feel like there's still blocks and stuff, like, share that with her. Share that with your feminine. So if this is resonating, again, just as an internal journey, give that love to the feminine side of you. Oh yeah, that's a sidebar message. Some of you masculines, and this is something that I resonate with personally too, because I'm strong in my masculine energy, and it's something I hated in myself in every regard growing up, because I thought I had like big shoulders and I had just my voice, I just lots of things. I've purged it now, but like, because I am strong in my masculine energy. And so for me, I don't know, because he's never told me, but I can only assume that my twin at some point or another in his life has struggled possibly with energy, with some issues, societal based usually projections, about his femininity, which is your guys' power, right? Like, your feminine energy is your intuitive power within. And twins are here to embody true divine love and union, which is love without conditions. And so most of us are going to have like, kind of like, I feel like, definitely not very conventional sort of dynamics, and we're going to lead with that, you know, with so much grace and honor and dignity and integrity and morale. You know, it's just, it's going to be hard to argue with it. Why? Because you can't fucking argue with truth. Truth is truth. And so I will prove my love for you. Yeah, see? Sorry, and I'll prove my love for you. Masculine collective for sure is there, and that's what I've been feeling. There is so much change. So I actually just, I want to grab, because I really wanted to get into the whole thing, and this is so much longer than I intended, but that's probably why I went live, because otherwise this would never upload in a million years. Yeah, no, let's go in. So masculines, let's get some ascension energies for you masculines to see how we can help give you some guidance. What's going on right now for the masculines? What are they going through? Oh, where did that just flip to? See, you guys are stepping into bliss though, so that's really great. Yeah, so many epiphanies in the masculine collective. Holy shit, both of them. Yeah. You got euphoria and epiphanies. So you're very much stepping into, well, for one, unity. So you are balancing those inner, you know, feminine and masculine energies, as well as feeling that intense love. feeling deeply connected with your counterpart and within. So definitely starting to align so much more with this authentic self. But for sure, if you're like, not me, if you're sitting here watching this right now and you're masculine, you're like, nah, I'm the scaredy cat still. That like, just love yourself for a second, okay, masculine? Give your inner feminine and masculine some love, because the guidance you're getting right now, you need to be able to see it clearly. You're getting so much truth in all aspects, both like just through, you know, intuitive guidance, but like I was saying, you know, in how you are viewing relationships over the last few months in this eclipse window, like all of the things. Stop living in denial and really hearing, like, because like everything is here, and so if you have been feeling some level of confusion, that's what's shifted for you, and that's what's been shifting for you, and that will continue to shift. And then I feel like even just as soon as October 2nd, depending on where you are in the world in the solar eclipse, because the sun is the masculine energy in astrology, right? And so I do feel like it's still going to be a lot of inner work for the masculine collective from, say, October to December. That's why I was feeling like November, karmic purge, strongly masculine energies, like both sides, but masculines too. But like, so there's a lot of truth, divine inspiration, things falling into place. Knowing, feeling accompanies insights is what I wrote on this card, or what I printed on this card. So yeah. So the stuff that you felt, you know, those feelings that you were feeling towards your counterpart or whatever, just whatever you were feeling, if you haven't gotten confirmation in regards to insights around you, they're going to come, and they're going to come soon, and you'll be feeling like so great about it, very much great about it. Let's just see, masculines that are in this reading. Ooh, how are we feeling? Yeah, see, you want it, you're just ready, right? Like, why waste any more time? I'm feeling like, for sure, like ready to just like get all up in your feminine. I like that. Thirsty and confident. And then there's wow there. So yeah, and lovesick. See, there's definite strong shifts here. Yeah, and hot. Passion, energy. And I saw that with those two nights, right? Mine. Yeah, so you definitely, and infatuated. There are lots of negative cards in here, but we just got all good ones. So masculines, I'm loving that. That's why the euphoria obviously came out. Masculines that are watching this, if you aren't really feeling that way yet, it's here, baby. It's here, so just chill. It's going to be fine. But let's just get the Ascension Oracle on the masculines. I feel like, yeah, like, ooh. I just, like, heard growling in my head. This is, like, really, yeah, it was good. All right, masculines. What Ascension energies are going through the masculines right now? Voyager's journey, past life healing. Yeah, see, purge and shit. Karmic purge. And that purge, the more you purge stuff both in the 3D and energetically, so take that however it resonates, the more you just... If there's stuff that you know, like, is not good for you, take that however it resonates with saying, because it's very broad. I'm not going to go into all the things. Get rid of it. Like, and I mean, evaluate. Like, if it's something that you're like, well, other people say it's bad, but it brings you so many positive things, then that in itself is a lesson for you to be like, okay, let your truth be your truth, and just bye, and just keep doing the thing. You know what I mean? Like, just, you really have to just getting rid of fear. Fear. Boom. Purge the fucking karma. Send it away. Clear your energy as well is coming out here. Of a false twin again is here, but that's just because these are a little bit harder to shuffle. So I'm not taking that one, they say. But yeah, what else is going on with the masculine? So for sure, I knew I was already feeling that. I kept saying it, and that's for freaking thousands confirmation you guys just saw. Karmic purge flew back out. So use the energies that are here astrologically that are doing that for you anyways, and especially if you're a true twin. I used to really need to make that. I know I'm behind on so many videos. This is why they just want me to start just throwing shit out here, because there is, you know, there's a line, because the law of free will trumps almost every, and I think, no, even as I say that, Archangel Michael's like, no, it's number one for a reason. So like the law of free will trumps like every other universal law of attraction, law of all of the laws. That's why even as the most powerful ascended master soul here on earth incarnated, we can still only get knocks. They can't just intercede. So that's why everyone's like, well, if God's real, show us. That's not how it freaking works. Like, no, for one. I mean, it's all a vibration thing, but like, it's they can't just, yeah, see, you guys are stepping into your high priesthood. Look at that personal empowerment. Masculines for sure. Oh, that's beautiful energy. 9-9. 9-9 means you're almost there. 9-9 is also karmic purging. 9-9 is like you're so fucking close. But yeah, you know, you really have to just clear all the stuff, right? Like, be at peace about it. The divine's gonna clear stuff for you, you know, but it's like, leave the masks behind. I did a reading the other day, and literally the cards fell as I was doing it. It says the masks are falling. That one wasn't a specific love reading, but like, that's what I'm seeing again. You can't be authentic and maintain your mask at the same time, you know? And so with all the mirror reflections, where's that karma card? Yeah. It's like the masculines are feeling a little bit maybe conflicted, or were some of you like, where do you wear masks in relationships in general? Where do you wear masks with your twin? Where do you wear masks with your friends? Where do you wear a mask at work? Where do you hide things from yourself? Because that's something that's being shown to me right now, and it's been coming over the last couple of weeks, like this denial, right? Collective denial, and that's a mask. So that in itself is a karma block, you know, because you don't want to face things, and you don't want to see your truth. You don't want to see your true self. So you need to look in the mirror and say, who the fuck am I, really? Who's my soul? I feel like, you know, you're listening to your higher self now, or you're stepping into that. I don't know. That's the one I wanted, though. Yeah, there we go. Now, see, divine order. Everything is right. Like, everything has happened in divine right timing. 222. These journeys don't ever feel like that until you get to that level of conscious understanding. It's really hard to accept that everything is divinely led. You're like, what? Why? Like, trust me, like, my first thing was, why do babies die? I got answers to all those questions, so I'm not going to get into that in this video. But once I got all the answers, it was a little different. But it's like hard to accept certain things, right? Look at this. Look at this masculine twin flames. If you were unsure if you were masculine twin flame, we've only saw twin flame 100 times now, and here you are. So like, someone really wanted confirmation. 1111 I just saw as I posted that. 1 hour, 1 minute, 11 seconds, confirmation. Ooh, twin flames are so sexy. Okay, releasing your lower self. 5-5, change, baby, change. All right, so yeah, clearing karma. I forgot that these things even say almost the same thing. Kundalini activation for sure, yeah. And that would be why too, a lot of you are feeling a lot more called towards, like, thirsty for your feminine. Like, because she is the only one that holds the sacred codes that you really want to plug into. And so like, that's why that Kundalini activation, that's why like a lot of twins go through these like in and out relationships and periods and stuff. People from the outside, of course, will always judge it. Well, they clearly don't love you, or they clearly, you know, that you didn't love her if you were just in a, they don't understand divine connections at all. And that's fine. They don't have to, right? But I think like once you learn, like once your Kundalini is activated and like you are intimate and you're, you know, regularly intimate with your twin, and you guys get to start doing crazy manifesting stuff, you're gonna be like, holy shit, we were meant to be very sexual beings for a reason. Because there's a lot of shame. I'm feeling there's a lot of shame in the masculine collective, so that's why they want me to talk about this, I guess. That's probably why they said that we want me to say twin flames are sexy. I mean, like, we are, but like, you know, sometimes they say things and I'm like, what the fuck, where did that come from? But because like, we have to own our sexuality as twins. And so there's so much karmic purging around shame. So much. Even for those of us that like are like, no, I'm not shamed. I own everything I did. I own everything I did. Take your mask off when you're talking to me, please. I don't see it anyways. You know? So it's like, take her, oh, thank you. See, and see, I held this that whole time. I love being a channel. I held this that whole time, waving around, didn't fucking look at it. It says 111. But then as I'm speaking along, I look at it. It says, what does it say? Take responsibility. Time to do what feels right. Acknowledgement. So it's like, yeah, you guys have known, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of the masculines, like, you knew. And that's why that ignoring and shit was coming along. Like, don't play stupid, okay? I actually said that to my twin recently. Like, don't play dumb. Like, and I wasn't like saying it meanly. Like, it's not a good look on people that are just like so not stupid, you know? Like, so don't be dumb, masculines. You know what's up? You know what's your truth? Just go towards your truth. And I'm feeling called to use this analogy that I made in a video, I don't know, like last week or something, I'm reading, and they really want me to say it again, about like where you want to go kind of thing, right? So like, You already know where the goods are, right? That's why you're wanting to go towards your twin flame coming home. Pathway to true love. Thank you. Like, literally couldn't be better if I tried. You know, and so, like, so say you wanted to go anywhere else or do anything else. Say you want to go from, like, what did I use? Calgary to Edmonton was the analogy I used. I said, you don't just, like, get to Red Deer and then you're like, oh, I wanted Edmonton, though. And then just get so frickin' discouraged and irritated and whatever else that you just turn fucking back around and go home. No, you know where you want to go, and so you just point in that direction, and then you keep overcoming those obstacles, those pit stops along the way until you get to your intended destination. So, like, your happiness, your authentic self, your truth, your love, your lover, that analogy applies to all of those things. And so then if you don't know what you want, which I feel like you guys do know what you want with those thirsty cards, you know, then you got to do that. And then just align yourself with that. Like, people make things so complicated. Like, if I didn't have to clean up my own messes, Jorge, no, there's no Jorge here right now, but if I didn't have to clean up my own messes, I was just going to toss this whole table to make that real dramatic. And I love to do shit like that. It's so fun for me, but I'm not going to. I got to clean it up. So, like, simplify things, you know, like, especially I feel like, yeah, that'll really help you moving forward, masculines, to figure out the way, if you know, if you're unsure how to approach it, awareness, crystal clear vision, boom. Get clear, you know, just get clear. See, they want me to throw it off anyways. Get really freaking clear. And 333, the Ascended Masters are there helping you get clear. Build your connection too with your higher self and your, you know, your team. It's time to step in. I'm hearing, like, it's time to step up. It's time to step in. Ooh, so I cut to High Priest before, see, and now we got High Priestess. But it says expanding consciousness, masculine. So, like, you are coming into so much awareness. Like, power couple, they're saying, like, I'm hearing power couples all over the world. Guess what that means for the collective? Think about that for 1 second. Think about all the shit leaders everywhere. And think about, you know, the power of love, all of what you know about that. And just think about what a fucking difference even just a handful of twin flame unions are at one time in the energetic grand scheme of the shift of this universe. Right? You got a pretty damn fucking important job to do, don't you guys? Higher heart opening and king. 7-7. Integration. See, it's all integrating right now. This is a good reading. I'm really glad that we did this. Because whoever's here, like, don't fucking take this shit lightly. If you haven't seen already 100 proofs that I'm very divinely connected and led by spirit, well, then you're blind, and this whole thing was for you. You need to take off those glasses. Just go. It's silly. But no, you guys know it's true, right? So this is lots of confirmation for you guys, and I'm feeling really good. Yeah, see? Honoring your awareness. Your mission is in motion. And so, like, I feel like a lot of masculine energies, you know, especially if you've never resonated with any spirituality, of course, right? High Priest, there it is again. You know, may not have a, you know, maybe a block for you in itself that your divine feminine's on mission, that in itself. So if you still have blocks that to do with words, well, that's why you need to expand your consciousness. And so work on that, because, like, why would you let words affect how you feel? Like the way that they say mission, for example. So I don't know, that's a very specific message for somebody. Yeah, so take that however resonates. Yeah, release, see, reprogram. I love you guys. I love you so much. Reprogram your soul. And again, 5s, fucking change for you guys. So much. I've swore, and look at it, just cut to. I've sworn here so much. Somebody must love a dirty mouth. That's what they just said to me. Take that however that resonates. Release, raise, and reclaim. I wrote on there. And reprogram your soul. What were we just talking about? Reprogram your soul. Master Alchemist. Yeah, see? Ooh, Violet Flame Alchemation. And it's Violet Flame Day. Ooh, Ascended Master. So yeah, really work with the 7th Ray Masters. Archangel Zadkiel is Twin Flame Holy Amethyst, the color purple. That's your crown chakra. That'll help you. Ascended Master Saint Germain. I'm actually rewriting the I Am discourses. I don't know if you guys know what those are. I've been channeling them through them for a while. It's going to be, I have to publish some other books first, which I know I'm a big slacker. Just kidding. My purpose is so multifaceted. I'm not going to feel bad. I got a lot of shit to do. But they're really strong. It's really powerful. And karmic courage. That's why Today I work with the rays of energy specifically each day. It's kind of like to hone my focus sort of thing. So they're saying to make this all very relevant. And today's Violet Flame Day. And the Violet Flame is the strongest karmic purging transmutative energy. And what did we just cut to before? Oh, what is this one? Master Alchemist. So yeah. So calling in the Violet Flame. And if this is your first time, check my older videos, please. I've only shared the very basic one so far, but there is Twin Flame, Violet Flame, and a video that's titled Violet Flame Decrees to Release Karma for Twin Flame Union. Something like that. That's not verbatim, but it says like that, pretty much the same thing. I'm being called to tell you to go check that out. Just listen to it. You don't have to sit there and pray if you've never prayed before. That's not what it is. It's setting of intentions. Decrees are just like affirmations that you are intending about yourself. So it's like the one that I use as a secret mantra, like not a secret, but like just a mantra always when I'm like breathing, when I'm out places, when I feel heavy energy. So that's why they want me to share this, I guess, is I am a being of violet fire. It goes off from that. It's like I'm the purity god, because that's the whole thing. But like if you don't, just like I'm a being of violet fire, or like violet fire hold me, or whatever the hell, or just see yourself, they say, just to start engaging your visualization better in purple flames, even purple flames. Yes, I'll do I'm going to make a new meditation about that. I already wrote that in my notebook today as I was doing mine. But like they want you to work with the violet flame, and if you're a twin, and I guess that's why they want me to say this really strongly. And I feel like when I talk to the masculines, you see how stern I get. It's really funny, and I don't know why, but that's the divine. They just are like, I don't know, triggering egos. I'm not really sure, but I did not drink enough during this video. But that's because I can't ever stop. There's so much information that comes through. But yeah, really, you need to start working. You need to understand that, like, if your divine feminine is a fucking light worker, guess what you are? It doesn't mean that that's what you're supposed to do for your purpose, but it means that you have the same energetic gifts and therefore energetic challenges and therefore energetic everything. So like this all applies to you too. She can't do the work for you. She can do a lot because of the shared connection, especially once, I don't know if you guys could see in the thumbnail, the cards that came out, I got 2 cards that said merge, soul merge and merge, which is what's happening. That's why the balance is here. That's why so many reunions, 1, 1, 1, 1 again, 1 minute, 11, 19, and 9. So almost there. So many freaking people. Like that's what I mean with these unions, energies coming in. So much balance, right? And so yeah, integration. Oh, this is cool. This is a good reading, you guys. This is really, really good. I feel like I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna grab though. I didn't use any of the other cards that I brought. That's okay. I never know what I'm gonna do because everything's intuitively. Again, I just looked up at 111, 111. Keep clearing that karma because okay, so like before we go, I am gonna grab Rumi. I know it's over there somewhere. I thought I grabbed it, and if I didn't, I'm gonna walk up over there and go fucking grab it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab us one Rumi card before I end this. I knew I should have just grabbed it. And then quick lesson before I go back to the one lesson that I just skipped over. Always listen to your intuitions, you guys. And your intuition is your heart. Don't ignore it ever. If I even ignore mine like that for 1 second, it always bites me out in the ass, and the divine shows me real fast and quick. Actually, for those of you that are following, that are still here, maybe follow all of my stuff. Last week I made a video about how my dad just stole a whole bunch of shit from me, like way back in the day. It was really harsh, so I finally cut him off. And I was like, but my sister, and in the whole video I'm like catering to my little sister. The next day my little sister called me, and she is currently sleeping with and like in love with my most recent karmic ex from less than 1 year ago. So it's like, I was like, the divine was like, no, Erica, no. Don't fucking cater and don't try to do your stupid non-boundary thing with any of them. They're horrible. They have to go. So like, okay. And so like, you know, that's transformation. And so when I was saying some things are not even in your conscious choice anymore. And then I kind of touched on the free will thing and whatever. I know I'm all over the place. They say it's fine though. And I love it. So it's okay. You have to very much like just be yourself and like make the hard choices. Yeah, see battle of head versus heart. Sorry, yeah, there's channeling, giving and receiving love in the right way. Yeah, they said that's fine. I can leave that where it was. So those of you that maybe aren't in communication, this is confirmation that like if there's non-communication right now, it's because there's so much changing, like so much balance happening. Yeah, magnetic expansive, so much kundalini activation, you know, but the masculine really needs to take a different perspective is what I'm hearing. So, and the mirroring, like there's strong mirroring. And yes, you receive your divine gift. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab the Rumi card. There's just channeling so many things. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this forever. Oh, that's right, but I'm corded in with my mic. Okay, shit. I want it though, so I'm going to grab it. All right. Oh, now I'm hearing Mirrors by Justin Timberlake in my head. I haven't even heard that in forever. Hold on. Are they going to make me sing it? Just kidding. I'm not going to sing it, but I think they want me to say some lyrics while I'm getting the Rumi card. So that's what each one does, right? Like creates a mirror to see who you really are. We already discussed that, right? Something about how the masculine energies here are seeing the feminine, like, so the truth of how they see you is who you truly are, right? And like you see the heart and soul in them. Sorry, no, feminine to masculine. When the feminine sees the masculine not acting from their heart, oh, I kind of mentioned this earlier anyways, but creates this chaotic energy within the feminine, right? And so masculines, when you're not acting from your heart and you're not being authentic, that's what drives and spurs, you know, this confusion in the other half, right? So you have to really kind of be conscious of that. Blessing of the king. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna close this off though, like that. Don't worry, you guys. Ooh, the impossible made possible. See, shit's happening. A lot of you, like, in the beginning of this reading, right, we were tapping into, like, I never felt like this love before, I still don't believe that you love me, all that shit. I feel like straight up miracle level union stuff's happening. So, like, some of you might have really big karmic blocks, family blocks, I'm hearing, you know, stuff like that you really gotta purge. That's happening. You guys really should be proud of yourselves for going through this shift and own it too. You know, you are more than the density that I feel like you've been coming from before. So like, you know, own it. You step in. Holy shit. Yeah, see? The lover and the beloved. I'm gonna shuffle one time, but yeah, I like that. That's what's important to you. There is, you know what I mean? Like, there is no actual future ever. How do you fucking know this planet isn't gonna blow up tomorrow? You don't. You know what I mean? You just don't. And that's not to create any fear with anybody, but like legit, like you only can be guaranteed of right now. Like that is it. All your power, all your focus, all your energy should only ever be on what is gonna make you happy right in this minute. Not what happened again, like we talked about, but they really want me to reiterate that before I go into this message, because this will be a nice message and then I can't yell anymore. You know, you can't carry that shit from a past person, a past energy, anything that's a past, even like, you know, well, it can't be strong. Yes, your ego even, it will do that, keep you strong, protect you, right? But we can't keep any of that stuff conscious right now. If you're on this journey and you've been here and this is your reading in any regard, you resonated with any of this, you don't just go back to sleep. It does not happen. You can fight it for only so long, and then it'll just, like now, for a lot of you, I feel like, not all, because I am really feeling like with that comment, like there are some of you masculines, like you are done wasting time, allowing other people to interfere with your union, allowing people to drain everything from you, leaving you worse off than you were before, while your feminine is now starting to own her shit. And like, I think that's probably why I was feeling like a leave behind energy in the masculine energy. Some of you guys are scared they're gonna leave you behind, and they are. The feminine's energies that I'm reading for in these collectives, they're fucking queens like me. We are mission focused, soul aligned, God conscious, and on a roll, baby. You know what I mean? So it's like, the energy is very strong now. That's why, yeah, see, the divine's like, you guys are lucky. I feel like the divine is lighting a fire under your asses, the ones that were a little bit lagging, and not for any other sake than your own damn fucking good. You know what I mean? Well, that, and I was feeling the support. They want me to reiterate that too, because like your feminine is also your purpose. Look at the reality of the world that we live in. People can try to say there's gender equality here. There's not. I'm going to tell you that right fucking now. You know what I mean? So like, part of the masculine's purpose is the protection of the feminine. To love her, to nurture her, to be her support when the whole world is against her, you know? And so, yeah, it's like really like the divine, yeah, see, because you guys are one. You are two parts of one being. So the divine is very much shaking things up because it's time. It's very much time. And like, what you've done thus far has led you to feeling how you were up until now. You know what I mean? Like, you want to stay in denial? No, you don't. You don't. You want to feel safe. You want to feel loved. So what's this Numi message that's going to close off this message, please, from this beautiful collective that's here of fucking coming into union, twins? Like, let's all be friends, okay? I know, like, we're going to all be anyway, so, like, let's all be friends. Okay, what is it? A new gown, yeah, it's time to go free. Some of you are going to be called to move out of where you are. And yeah, I feel like very much, like, look at how that person is very much guided towards the light and towards purpose. I'm not going to read that one, though. Ooh, so much feminine energy here. So yeah, very much balanced. So like a lot of you guys, yeah, this is crazy that these are from. I'm actually not even going to read any of these. I'm just going to mention what I'm seeing channeling from this, and then we're going to get one to read. This, what just came out is Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Root chakra, I'm feeling strongly with all these cards though. Sacred Soul Sister. And Dance of the Divine Feminine. So, there's also the Cloak of Christ here, but there's also the Feminine Christ on there. So very much, no matter what, I'm feeling like this is a balancing, because like we really are in this literal shift of the shrining of the Divine Mother. Like, and it's not that it's going to be, you know, a switch in power dynamic in the new earth. Not at all. It's going to be a balance, right? But that still embodies the necessity for the raising up of the Divine Feminine, which is both the responsibility of the Divine Feminine within herself and of the Divine Masculine to ensure that that could happen. It takes two, baby, is what they just said in my head. So very much like it's like loving yourself, loving the inner feminine, but like definitely like the balance for the feminine and masculine are for sure here. I'm also feeling just a sidebar message for somebody that like it's the feminine energies in your lives that are like kind of effing shit up for you. So like you're not your person, right? Like not your connection person, but like feminines around you. I don't even want to say third party, because like of course your third party feminines causing shit, that's their purpose. But like somebody that you wouldn't expect to. And so they want to remind you guys, especially if you know, if you masculines aren't so, and I feel like you guys are, because like our collective is powerful. So like yeah, you know, like I feel like even if you're not conscious of how psychic you guys are, y'all are, but like yeah, there's definitely like, you need to know that your family, because so true twins, and I don't want to scare anybody again, but true twins are fucking changing the world. You know, like our vibrations that we're anchoring with our love frequencies as we come into union is like, it's a scientific real thing. It's not just some hunky dory like let's all be sunshine and rainbows and the whole world will fucking be magically better. No, dummies, like that's not how it works, right? Of course not. But it's a frequency thing. And so yeah, like the people around you, they get used as puppets if they're in very low vibrations. Like legit, that's how I term it. It's the only thing that like I can even come up with for a term for it. Because even if say they weren't always the nicest or whatever, right? When it comes to your counterpart, they get like quite literally possessed. They don't know why. And then that's just like, and that's because the whole entire dark agenda has been to prevent people from stepping into their sovereignty, their power, their knowledge of the fact that they are love, creative, divine beings, right? So who do you think is enemy number one for the entire fucking dark universe? Twin flames. The ascended masters that are quite literally sent here to destroy all that with our beautiful, crazy freak show love. So trust me when I say, if you don't think the whole world's been trying to keep you from your feminine, then you're fucking living in denial still, and that's why you came here for this reading. So please and thank you for being here, because I know I helped you out today. Love you. But like legit, So you have to kind of, and I feel like that's what's coming in with all this truth and realization, these aha moments for you guys. Like, you guys are looking around now and really realizing, like, holy shit, that motherfucker screwed me around. And you know what I mean? And the reason I wanted to say that sometimes they're puppets is because, like, no, sometimes you will be called. Like, if it's your toxic friends, they've been telling you shit about your feminine, it's not even fucking true. That's a block, a karmic block that you're being called to get rid of right now in this time. Because I don't care if they were your friends for, if you're 39 and they were friends for you for 39 years. And you know you're feminine for 5 minutes. Truth is fucking truth. You want to waste another fucking 39 years being treated like shit by people that don't fucking give a shit about you or what really matters to you or what's best for you or care about you at all? No, you don't, right? So it's like a very big kind of lesson there too, releasing attachments with karmic people. You know, so very, very much, very, very much, very, very, very much. Okay. Am I done? Can I be done? I'm tired. Okay, I really want this message, so I know there's one here for us. So only one. Only one. Don't only give me one. No more storytelling. Thank you. So, okay. Another point to make for those of you that may not have been familiar with me prior to today. Before, when I was cutting, I was like, okay, I'll actually shuffle. Well, if you see how I roll with the divine, there's a reason I don't shuffle half the time. There's a reason that I read the cards that I just peek at. People think that you pick and choose your cards. I pick and choose what I look at because this is what they tell me to do. They puppet my head up and down. So how many cards are in this deck? A typical tarot deck's like 80. I think this one only has 60-something cards or something. I don't know, 50 cards. The new gown is what was on the bottom of this deck, and I just picked it up to shuffle it and talk for how long, and that just, you guys see now fly back up. Okay, so we are reading that one. Card 18, that's a 9. Ooh, yeah, 9, baby. Okay. Okay, put this here. You'll be able to see it. Let's see. There we go. All right. I'm hearing that, yeah, like the karmic relationship. So, like, masculine, if you were in a karmic relationship, then you know this reading will be for you because there's kind of drama in your karmic relationship right now. So they're not reflecting who you are because they're not a mirror match for you like your twin is, I heard. Okay. A new gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one. For my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness." See, like, oh, I love you guys. Oh, and how did I get this here? Oh, I put it over there. I love the truth. Right? That's a fucking, this is such a good energy. Like, you guys should know how worthy you are. You, just like the feminines, right, were hurt. And that's okay. People suck. And people can do really, really shitty things. And, like, it's really okay that you were hurt for a really long time. Just means that you are sensitive and therefore powerful. Your sensitivity, your empathy, the ability for you to be so wounded, when you step into your power as the divine masculine and you flip that to the other end of that spectrum, think about what that means for you positively. It's beautiful, you know? Okay, so I wasn't done. This is not done. It says, love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. You guys are so fucking amazing. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. Holy Grail we saw. So, I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colors, of colors perfectly suited to you and to no other. The colors of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colors of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous as if lit from within. For of course it is, beautiful angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of life. You will shine, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, so that you may shine beautifully as befits a royal child of divine parentage. Some of you are supposed to have a baby with your freaking twin, they just said. Beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could even imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being could lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the Divine Mother's skies. Could you be any more perfect? Yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold onto your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it's time to let it go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you'll be left stark naked, exposed, and vulnerable. These thoughts are not even worthy of your status, but perhaps you're yet to realize that you are of the most sublime and royal lineage. King, queen, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive such a gift, or to receive a gift of such dignity. In whom is such authority vested that you may no longer be as the beggar asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs here and there. You may simply decide to shed that. Just stand up and walk with your head held erect and with regal grace and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped within your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realize it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and is realized in a way more potent than ever before. I'm gonna fucking cry. The masculines watching this, like this is it. Do not try and fight this. This is the most beautiful, life-changing fucking energy ever. Like, this is shit that we're going to be able to leave histories for in legacy. Like, this is the pivot. This is a pivotal moment. No wonder I felt so called to do this like this. This is a huge thing. And if you guys aren't realizing how this message that you watched fly out after, you know, all this stuff, if you haven't seen all of this, watch back for one. But this is nuts, you know? So, like, this is so special. This in itself should tell you how special you are. This in itself. Okay, sorry. See, I just yell at people. It's part of my purpose, too, as a queen. Anyways. This is wonderful, it says. It is a divine happening. Yeah, see? I was just saying what it already reads in here. It says, you must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. See, that's why they're amping up the egos. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honor yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realization. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. Who cares? Not you, nor I. Your royal heritage has been revealed to you, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realization of the royalty within them. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where, united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with very sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and this is to be honored. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity and acknowledgement. Others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and your power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you, thus not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. Thank you guys for fucking being here. Don't know why I swore so much in this video. I really hope YouTube doesn't shut me down or something, but like it just kept happening. But that's because like that energy is that strong, you know? It's like they want me to just like with it. This is a beautiful reading. Beautiful. I would love to hear anything that you guys was brought up with this. You know, like I know a lot of YouTube people say that, and yeah, I don't have that many subscribers as of right now or whatever. But I'm busy like a mofo with all my projects. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I actually care and want to hear from you guys about this. If you resonated with this reading, like please do let me know how, like what, you know, just whatever. You know, like this is a collective. We're a collective. You know, like we're here to share with each other. And so, like, yeah, I do offer paid readings. If you guys want to book readings with me, I did just reopen those. And, you know, if you see this and you want me to go just personal for you, reach out to me. Go to my website. But, like, you know, even if you just want to shoot me a comment and you have a question in there, I will answer it. I do my best to read every single comment, and I always will. Even when I have a team, which won't be too far away from now because I'm manifesting really big things for myself because I'm a creative little queen. All right, kings, queens, I love you guys. Own your shit. It's really simple. If you're still like, okay, how? Just be honest with self and with others. Just in every moment, face with a crossroad, decision, heart, truth. Everything else not exists anymore. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Looking so much forward to sharing so much more of this beautiful stuff with you. Love you guys.